And now shifting focus amid the geopolitical shakeup, with the US taking over Venezuela, Donald Trump has renewed his warning to India. It's a new year, but the flashpoint remains the same, as Trump warns India over its crude oil imports from Russia, even as those imports are now slumping. President Donald Trump claims India wanted to make him happy, praising Prime Minister Modi as a very good man, while adding that Modi knew he was unhappy and warning that the US could raise tariffs on India very quickly if his concerns are not addressed. Meanwhile, a Kepler report shows India's crude oil imports from Russia fell nearly 35% in December 2025, down to 1.2 million barrels per day, the lowest since December 2022. And despite the dip, Russia remained India's top crude supplier. India's total crude imports stood at 4.96 million barrels per day, with Russia's share slipping to 25% as refiners like Reliance and MRPL cut intake.
To make me happy, basically. He wanted. Modi's a very good man. Yes. He's a good guy. He knew I was not happy, and it was important to make me happy. They do trade, and we can raise tariffs on them very quickly, and it would be very bad for them.
And my colleague Rohit Sharma is now joining us on the story from Washington. Rohit, how should India view President Trump's renewed warnings on hiking tariffs and once again targeting India's crude oil purchases from Russia?
Of course, I mean, look, President Trump has made it pretty clear that he wants India to stop more buying oil from Russia. I mean, he was gaggling with reporters, and I think he segued into India comment. But look, I think, I believe personally, and this is just me reading the tea leaves here, I think, with all that's going on in Venezuela with its oil, I think President Trump was kind of hinting that India could possibly, start buying oil from American companies if they were to go to Venezuela and start producing oil from Venezuela. But at the same time, I think he's made it pretty clear that he's made his displeasure known to the Prime Minister of India, which is Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and that's something that India has acknowledged, that there is a reason why we haven't had a trade deal. So we'll have to wait and watch. But the fact is, yes, President Trump has proven in the past too that he can raise tariffs if he wants to. India is still paying 50% tariffs, which is highest by many standards. So I think we'll have to wait and watch. But again, as he always does, whenever he issues such statements, he always goes on to say that he has a great relationship with the Prime Minister. Prime Minister Modi is a great friend. So we'll have to wait and watch. Again, off the cuff comments. I mean, maybe we should not read too much into it. We do know that Ambassador Gor is slated to be in India next week. He's probably landing on the 7th of January. So we'll have to wait and watch what message Ambassador Gor brings to India.